Emmerdale stalwart Jimmy King has been taking a backseat from the drama on the ITV soap in recent months, but a new theory by express.co.uk suggests he could be about to take centre stage in a brand new and devastating storyline. Jimmy, played by Nick Miles, hasn't had a storyline on Emmerdale since his involvement in Paul Ashdale's Restonsdale death was wrapped up last year. As he was driving the van which caused the wedding barn to explode with the ITV soap villain inside, the stalwart was left fighting for his life as he sustained multiple injuries. Fortunately for him and his wife, Nicola Wheeler, he pulled through to live another day, but what he might not have realized was something was lingering in the background which is going to put his health on the line once more. Over the years, the writers behind the weeknight serial drama have focused on a variety of health matters, with the most recent being To Be with Marlon Dingle's Mark Carnock stroke. They put one of the show's biggest characters at the center of the storyline as they wanted viewers to see the impact it would have on his life and the lives of his loved ones. Although this health issue has only arisen on the program in the last couple of months, it has been confirmed another character will face challenges with regard to their well-being very soon. Speaking with express.co.uk and other media, producer of the show, Laura Shaw, explained what was in store for the mystery villager. The soap boss said, as Marlon's long recovery continues, another character will face a health storyline. It will have a huge impact on everyone close to them. Although it wasn't confirmed who the character could be, the fact Jimmy hasn't had a story in a while could be an indicator he is going to be the person taking center stage in the storyline. This could derive from his hospital admission last year, as in the crash, he sustained a head injury which doctors were able to treat. Or so they thought, as in upcoming scenes, the beloved villager could start to experience symptoms relating to Parkinson's disease. These include tremors or shaking in the hands or slowness of movement and muscle stiffness, which are the three main ones. Going to see his GP Liam Kavanagh, Johnny McPherson, Jimmy could be told he needs to go to the hospital for some tests. After a couple of days, Jimmy could be called back in to be told he is suffering from the early stages of Parkinson's disease. His world will be turned upside down and he will have to tell Nicola what is going on, which will make her worry about what this means for her husband's future. Although there is no specific cause for Parkinson's disease, the condition is associated with the loss of nerve cells in the brain. This stops or slows down the transmission of dopamine from the brain to other parts of the nervous system, which allows a body to function properly. Following his head injury last year, the nerve cells in his brain could have started to deplete, but this wouldn't be the only factor. Back in 2011, the beloved villager was diagnosed with acute amnesia as a result of another head injury he sustained. This had a huge impact on his life and his relationship, as Jimmy wasn't able to remember Nicola or the life they'd built together. It was heartbreaking for viewers to see the character become a shell of his former self, but he did manage to get past it. However, Parkinson's disease is going to be a condition which impacts Jimmy for the rest of his life. Speaking 11 years ago about the condition his character was diagnosed with as a result of a head injury, the actor who plays Jimmy, Nick, said he had to do a lot of research. Nick said, "I read some of the work of the neurologist Oliver Sacks, and there were also a couple of real-life cases that I read about. Particularly a guy in America who hasn't known who he is for 15 years and nobody can find out who he is. So I read a few case histories. But there is not an awful lot you can do, because neurologists themselves know very little about it. Most neurologists will only have seen a few cases ever, and the cases are all different. So there was only a limited amount that I could do," he continued, and he addressed whether it was an important storyline to tackle. Up to a point. It does happen in normal life, but it is quite rare, and an awful lot of the amnesia cases turn out to be hoaxes. In fact, the majority are hoaxes. So it's an interesting one for a soap, but I'm not sure we're doing much social work here. Really, that's not what it's about," he added. It's much more about the intriguing way that it leaves Jimmy open with regard to his past. If he doesn't know who he is, he can believe anything that anybody tells him. That makes him very vulnerable, He continued in an interview with Digital Spy, and if Jimmy is diagnosed with another brain condition, he is going to be more vulnerable than ever. As the impact on his life becomes apparent, will Jimmy be able to get the support he needs, or will he repress the fact he has a regressive condition?